Yes, Sudhakar garu.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. So, okay, so Srini, right? Like, so we are getting some error while creating the inquiry. So, if you get an error, like the sales error is not assigned to our sales document type, right? So, what you can do is, so go to SPRO, IMG in sales and distribution. Sales and distribution, we have sales documents, sales document header. Here you can see assign sales areas to document types. You can go here. So here you can see assign sales order types permitted for sales areas. Ikkada so me entries undala. So if you see here sales organization na entries already unnai kabatti naaku error raledu. So TG01, T1, T1. So IN. So entries unnai. IN. So the same way, whatever the sales document types that you are creating, right? So IN, QT, or okay. So అన్నిటికీ మనం ఈ ఎంట్రీస్ మెయింటైన్ చేయాలన్నమాట. Your sales organization, your distribution channel, your division. That means sales area plus your sales document type. So that means I'm assigning my sales area to my sales document type. Whatever the sales document type you are creating, right? For that we need to assign. Clear? This entry need to maintain. So that like you will not get that error. అంతేనండి శ్రీనివాస్ గారు.
వెంకట్ అండి ఒక్కసారి చెప్పరా మళ్ళీ.
Okay, so yeah, so what you need to do is just go to SPRO, IMG,
okay,
sales and distribution, sales documents, sales document header, assign sales areas to sales document types. Just go here. Okay, so assign sales order types permitted for sales areas. Just go here, go to new entries. Okay, in your case, enter your sales organization, distribution channel, division, assign with your sales document type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. ఓకే సో ఒకవేళ అక్కడ డైరెక్ట్ గా తీసుకోకపోతే ఇక్కడ కంబైన్ సేల్స్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ చేయండి. ఫస్ట్ కంబైన్ సేల్స్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ ఏంటంటే సో ఫస్ట్ మీ సేల్స్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోండి. ఇక్కడ హియర్ యూ నీడ్ టు అసైన్ ది రెఫరెన్స్ సేల్స్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ ఇస్ యువర్ సేల్స్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్, సేమ్ యాజ్ యువర్ నార్మల్ గా 1000 ఉంటుంది ఇక్కడ. సో మీ సేల్స్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ అసైన్ చేయండి ఇక్కడ. ఓకే, దెన్ ద సేమ్ వే యూ నీడ్ టు డూ ఇట్ ఫర్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఛానల్, ద సేమ్ వే యూ నీడ్ టు డూ ఫర్ డివిజన్. దెన్ యూ కెన్ గో ఫర్ ఫోర్త్ స్టెప్. ఓకే, కంప్లీట్ దీస్ స్టెప్స్ అండ్ రన్ దిస్ స్టెప్, fourth step. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Fine. So any other doubts from yesterday's session? Fine. So like we started discussing about the inquiry, quotation, order, and so entire cycle, right? We have created the inquiry, we have created the quotation, then we started creating the order, right? So let me go to VA01. Okay, so I'm creating the order again. Okay, if you want, I can start from inquiry again. So the transaction code to create the inquiry is, what is the transaction code to create the inquiry? VA11. Very good. So I'll go to VA11. Enter inquiry. Sales organization is TG01. I'm just creating from beginning again. T1. Division is T1. Okay, so enter your customer number, nothing but a sold to party, PO number, material, so we did some observations, right, yesterday, like how the shipping point is getting determined, how the plant is getting determined, and what is the item category, and what is the scheduling category, and we check the conditions also, how the pricing getting determined. So we saw everything, right? So now I'm just, before saving any sales document, go to edit and check the incompletion log. So document is complete, then save the inquiry. So I'm taking the inquiry number as a reference. Now I'll go to VA21 to create the quotation. So quotation QT. So I'm taking the inquiry as a reference to create the quotation. There was an issue here, but still, like, I'll try again. So it is not taking the reference actually. So, but still I'm trying to take the inquiry as a reference to create the quotation. So there was an error. Okay, so that is the reason material is not getting copied. We'll see that later. Like it's not mandatory as of now. Normally material details also will be copied. So there might be some copy control issues. So that is the reason I'm entering it manually. Otherwise everything will be copied automatically. Right. So as I said, valid to is mandatory here. It's very important in quotation because it's a legal document. Before saving any sales document, I told you to check the incompletion log. So my document is complete. I'm good to go now. I'm saving the quotation. So I'll take the quotation number as a reference. I'm just copying from change mode. Now I'm going to create the sales order. So what is the transaction code to create the sales order?
VA01.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm just getting into VA01. So enter the sales document. What is the sales document type for the order? Sales document type for the inquiry is IN. Sales document type for the quotation is QT.
QR.
For order it is OR. Exactly. Yes. So now I'm going to create with reference to quotation. So enter the quotation number here. So all the details from quotation will be copied into the order. But there was some error, but still like as of now, I'm just entering the details manually. Right. So Safari. Otherwise, this material details also will be copied. Okay. Okay. So the observation. Because of copy control settings, the details are not getting copied properly. So I'm just creating standalone order. So if you see here, like if you see the conditions, okay, we are getting all the pricing, and we are getting the plant and shipping point. And if you see the schedule lines, okay, so my schedule lines are not getting confirmed because we are getting some error, right? So because of factory calendar, we'll see like what is the error we are getting. Because until unless we don't get the confirmed quantity, so we'll not be able to make the delivery. Okay, so let me check why factory calendar is showing error. Okay, so let me try to confirm it manually. See here, so I'm just trying to confirm it manually, but still it is showing error. If you don't get any error, like if you don't understand, so just copy and paste this error message. Whatever the error message you get, right? So just go and copy and paste it in Google, like you'll get the solution for that. Okay, I'm doing the same here also. Right. See here, so if you see here, they're telling like factory calendar still need to be extended. So they're asking you to go to SCAL. Okay, so SCAL is a transaction code. Select the factory calendar, hit the change. Okay, so now we need to enter the valid year, valid 2 year. Okay, so let us go to SCAL transaction code. SCAL. Okay, so here somewhere we need to select the factory calendar. Go to change mode. Okay, so here we need to select which ID we need to select. India, right? So here we have India. Valid till only 2016 it is there. So now we need to enter it till 2022. So I'll go to change mode. Here I can enter 2023. So that is the reason we are getting that error. Validity date. Enter validity between, sorry. 2010 to 2016. Why so? You can enter like 2022. Validate, like you can say 2033. Let me save this. It is showing some error. Yes, any doubts? Okay. I'm just trying to understand like what is the why it is not accepting enter a validity area between year validity area between the years. Let me search this also in Google.
Select the holiday period and change the date for that also. Maybe then it will accept it.
Okay, so yeah, what is that?
Select the holiday, public holiday calendar here and change that one also.
No, it is like and what are the working days? We're just defining working days here, like Monday to Friday.
I think this public holiday is 2010 to 2016. That's why it's not allowing you. If you once you change this, maybe it will allow you.
Okay, let me check that one. Okay, so let me go back from here. Public holidays, holiday calendar, right? You're talking about this one? Yeah.
Yeah, select all the three. All the three you select and
So
change.
it's a radio button, and like we cannot select all together at once. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, we have to do one by one.
No.
So here will not have years. We have holiday calendar. Let me check here. So here, India, we have.
Yeah, select from that date you changed there also. That's why it's not allowing us to save.
So here we have valid till 2090 to 98, right? So we have validity here.
But here it is from and to that.
Okay, so let me check for last one now. It is working now. Okay, yeah. I think it is saved now. Let us create the order. So I'm creating the order directly without taking any reference. Standalone order I'm creating. Okay, so here I'm placing the order for 10 quantity. So I'm not getting factory calendar issue now. Still I'm getting, yeah.
Purchase order number is wrong, I think. Slash.
No, that should be fine.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Sudhakar, that requested delivery date, why are you giving 1990? Can you change?
We can change it, like by default it is taking, but still, yeah. let me check the schedule lines. Still it is not confirmed. Okay. Let me confirm it manually.
Here also you change the date, delivery date. First delivery date and everything.
Still there is an issue with the factory calendar. Date after end of the factory calendar. So that's after the.
Is it in the material master? You might have to.
No. So it will be related to planter. So it is not specific to. Yeah. Let's see it. We have here. So factory calendar, so 01 we have. Okay. So they're using 01 basically. So because we are copied from 1000, right? Like Germany plan. So it is taking 01. So what I'll do is I'll go to details. I'll change it to IN. 01 is belongs to Germany, I think. Yeah. Yes. So we extended the periods for India, but the factory calendar which is assigned to our plant is Germany factory calendar. Okay, so now we'll try to create the order. I'll change the request date to Monday. Yes, press enter. And now system is doing the available check. Okay, so let us check the schedule line category now. Go to schedule lines. Here we got the confirmed quantity, right? So once we get this confirmed quantity, so we'll check the delivery date. That means on 12th of December, we can make the delivery for the particular customer. And another observation, so what I told you yesterday is check the item categories PAN and schedule line categories CP, right? So now we are fine with sales order. So before saving any sales document, what we need to do? What is the recommended activity we need to do? If you want to save any sales document, I told you to check the incompletion log, right? So what is the importance of incompletion log? What is the importance of incompletion lag?
Whether we can complete whatever details we
entered. That means, so if we have entered all the mandatory fields or not, like if you did not enter, what is the preceding documents, like, what happens to our preceding documents or subsequent documents, right? That we'll be checking here. So now my document is complete. Now I'm ready to save the order. So my order got saved. So as part of our sales process, you have, like, we created inquiry, right? We have created the inquiry. So then we have created the quotation. Okay, so then we have created the sales order. So what is the next transaction we need to create? We need to create the delivery, right? So to create the delivery, so I'll go to easy access screen, logistics, sales and distribution, shipping and transportation, outbound delivery, create single document with reference to sales order. Okay, so VL01N is the transaction code. Okay, VL01N is the transaction code. Okay, so VL02N for change and VL03N for display purpose. And say delivery document type which you use for creating the delivery is LF. Okay, so now I'll get into delivery creation screen. So enter the sales order. So I'm creating the delivery with reference to delivery. I'm sorry, with reference to order. Enter the shipping point. What is your shipping point? Okay, so my shipping point is TG01 and delivery date is based on the schedule lines date. In order we have seen schedule line category, right? Schedule lines. So whatever the date is, which is on which date the quantities got confirmed, right? That date need to be entered here. So we have seen, like, on 12th of December that my quantities got confirmed. So that is the reason I'm entering my 12th of December date here. So if you enter before that, system will not create the delivery. So the date should match with the schedule lines date. So it can be in the same date or it can be in future also. Okay. So I'm just entering my order number, press enter. Okay, so now, so we got into delivery creations. So go to picking tab, enter the store location. From which store location you want to make the delivery? So my store location is TG01. All right. So enter the picked quantity. I'm doing the picking, right? It's manual picking I'm doing. So whatever is the delivery quantity. So how much quantity you're delivering to the customer? Same quantity you need to pick it up, right? So 10 quantity. We should not pick more than 10 quantity because so I'm delivering 10 quantity to the customer. So if I want to pick the 10 more than, like, if you want to pick the 15 quantity from store location, it is not a good practice, right? So we should not pick more than what the customer we are going to deliver. Okay, the same quantity we need to pick up. Okay, so then once you enter these details, click on save button. So I did the picking. I'm going to save the delivery. So normally what will happen? So once we make the delivery, what will happen, Andy? So any idea? So delivery just same out. What will happen to my stock? Now warehouse to stock on this. So delivery create chesam. So what will happen?
Get reduced.
Stock will get reduced, right? Very good, excellent. So now what I'll do is before delivering this stock, before getting the delivery document to the customers, we will check the stock. What is the stock is available? So what is the transaction code to check this stock? What is the transaction code to check this stock?
MMB.
Excellent and excellent. Super. So MMB, I'll go to MMB. Okay, enter the material. My material is Safari. My plant is TG01 and my store location is TG01. So I'll check the stock which is available here. So my stock is 1500 is available already. Okay, so now let me save the delivery. Okay, so let me save this delivery. I'm just saving the delivery now. So now delivery is created. So let me check the stock now. Ideally, the stock should reduce, right? So let me refresh the screen. Okay, so still the stock still shows 1500 as unrestricted stock. Still the stock did not reduce. So because yesterday we were discussing, so the delivery process will be completed only after doing the post goods issue. So we did the picking and packing, but still we did not do the so post goods issue. Okay, so once we do the post goods issue, then only stock movement will happen. Okay, now how to do this, like stock posting, how to do the goods issue is, first of all, we need to go to change mode of delivery. Okay, so we have the delivery number. Now we'll get into change mode of delivery. So VL02N is the transaction code where we can get into change mode of delivery. VL02N. Go to VL02N, enter the order number, sorry, delivery number, whatever the delivery number which are created in previous step, press enter. Now we got into delivery change mode. Here, click on post goods issue button, PCI button, right? The moment once we click on the post goods issue, then stock will get reduced. Okay, so now click on post goods issue. It is an integration point. Okay, so post goods issue is integration point between SD, and FI. Okay, there will be some accounting documents also will be generated when we click on the post goods issue button. So because stock is getting reduced, so that inventory movement will happen in the side. So that is the reason I'm telling it is an integration between SD, and FI modules. Okay, so original stock movement will happen only after doing the PCA, right? So when you're coming for the next session, like list out at least 5 to 6, 5 to 6 effects of PCA. What will happen after doing the PCA? The first 2-3 points we already discussed here. Inventory will get updated. That means in my inventory, whatever the stock is existing, that will get reduces here. If you see here in MMBE, if I click on refresh button, my stock will become to 1490. Just refresh it. So I think it is still getting refreshed. My stock should get reduced to, okay, so PCA is done, right, already. Okay, so I think it is not updated yet. Update was cancelled. Let me check why it is not getting updated. Picking is done, but PCA is not done. Let me check why PCA is not done. Okay, so I did it again. Let me check. Still, my stock is not updated. My PCA is not done. So update was cancelled. So let me check why it is not done. I don't know, why, what is the reason behind this? I'm just trying to check why PCA is not done. Some dump is coming. ST22. If you go to ST22, I'll get to know. Some space error is coming. A bad program terminated because of okay, some technical error is coming. That's fine. I'll see that later. So now the point what we need to remember here is, so the moment once we do the post goods issue, okay, so the stock will get updated here. Okay, stock will get updated here. So the integration, so that is the reason I'm integrating here. So I'm telling here, So this is the point, like, where we can integrate SD and FI modules, SD and MM modules. Why SDMM? Because inventory will get updated in MM module. So the GL accounts will get posted, GL account will get posted in FI document. So people will ask me in interviews, so when you go for interviews, definitely they'll ask you, what are the GL accounts will get updated when you do the post goods issue? The GL accounts, what GL accounts will get posted here is when you do the PGI, okay, that is, you need to remember this one. So cost of goods sold account, CGS, cost of goods sold account will be debited, and inventory account will be credited. So this is a GL account which will get updated when you do the PGI. The question what they'll ask you in interviews is, so what will happen? What are the GL accounts will happen? Well, what are the GL accounts will be created when you do the PGI? The answer should be cost of goods sold, cost of goods CGS account, cost of goods sold account will be debited, and inventory account will be credited. So that is the reason, like I'll call it as a SD and MM integration, SD and FI integration. Okay, so here, so stock is not getting updated as of now, but I'll check if there is a second technical error is coming. I need to check it out. Okay, so and other than this, so what are the effects of PGI? Okay, so what is the effects of PGI? First thing is GL accounts will get updated. Second thing is inventory will get updated. Inventory get reduces here in our plant, right? That is the one effect. Same time, we can say the sales document status will be completed. So before we create the delivery, the sales document status will be in open. The moment once we create the delivery, once we complete the PGI button, the status of the sales order will be completed. Right? So like this, we like at least list out 5 to 6 effects of PGI when you're coming for the next session, right? Let's at least list out 5 to 6 effects of PGI. Right? So that is a that is about PGI button. Okay, so PGI, once we click on the PGI, my stock is getting reduced here. Okay, so with this, once we complete the PGI, okay, my delivery process will be completed here. My delivery process will be completed. Now, the last transaction, what we need to create here is billing. Now we need to create the billing document. So for creating the billing document, what I'll do is, so I'll show you path first of all. Okay, so here we have logistics, sales and distribution, billing document, create. Okay, so now we got into billing document creation scheme. The transaction code which we use to create the billing is VF01. So VF01 is a transaction code to create the billing document. VF01 for create, VF02 for change, and VF03 for display. So VF01 is the transaction code which we use to create the billing document. VF02 for change and VF03 for display purpose. Right? Now we got into VF01 transaction code. Enter the delivery number which you have created previously, right? That number we need to enter here and click on enter. Now we'll get into billing document creation scheme. Now usually until unless we don't do the PGA, system will not allow us to create the billing document. Let us check. In this case, it will allow or not, because we did not complete the delivery process, right? I doubt like whether it will create or not, but still we'll check it out. This processing. Let us check whether it will allow or not, but still fine. Okay, it is not allowing. So if you see here, it is incorrect because if I go and check the incompletion log, like you check the log, system will show you like a message why system is not allowing you to create the billing doc. Because so we did not completed the delivery. See, push issue is not been posted for the delivery. So until unless we post the push issue, system will not allow you to create the delivery also. Sorry, create the billing document. Let me try once again. Why it is not allowing us to create the billing so the PGI. So we need to debug it. Like there is some technical issue. Okay, so meanwhile, like whatever the things we have discussed here is, we came to know how to create the inquiry. We did the we created the quotation with reference to inquiry. So we created the order with reference to quotation. We created the delivery with reference to order. Then we did the picking and packing. PJ we are getting, so it is not getting updated. Still we did the PJ, but the data is not getting updated in database. Then we try to create the billing document with reference to delivery. Right. So whenever I create the billing document with reference to delivery, we can say it as a delivery related billing. Okay. So it is a delivery related billing. So we did not complete the delivery process. That is the reason I'm not able to create the billing document. I'll check like why we are not able to do the PGA. And so one more thing we need to remember here is billing document. Once we save the billing document, the amount will get posted into accounting. So it is integration point between SD and FI model. In interviews, they'll ask you like, what are the integration points between SD and MM, SD and FI. So this is one of the integration point between SD and FI model. The moment once you save the billing document, the accounting documents will be generated. So what are the accounting documents will be generated when you save the billing document? That is, customer account will be debited. Customer account will be debited. Customer account will be debited. And revenue account will be created. Revenue account will be created. Right? So these two GL accounts need to remember. Okay. So when you do the PGI, definitely they'll ask you, like if you go for any interviews and all, like definitely they'll ask you. So when you do the PGI, what are the accounting documents will be generated? So the answer should be cost of goods sold will be debited and the inventory account will be credited. When you save the billing document, so the GL accounts are customer account. Yeah.
So when the PGI is done, the inventory is reduced. It means inventory account is debited, right?
No. So I mean, you should think about like a company perspective, not like okay. So మీరు ఇక్కడ మీ శాలరీ మన క్రెడిట్ అవుతుంది కదా, డెబిట్ అవుతుంది అని ఆలోచించకండి. మీరు మీ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో ఆలోచిస్తాను, మీ కంపెనీ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో ఆలోచించండి. ఓకే. సో ప్లాంట్ పర్స్పెక్టివ్ లో సో అకౌంట్స్ అనేవి ఇలా ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ గుడ్స్ సోల్డ్ అకౌంట్ విల్ బి డెబిటెడ్. That means like valuation of the stock is like so will be debited and the inventory account will be credited and the customer account will be debited. So because we are getting the revenue here, so company is getting the revenue. So because of the customers, so customer accounts books in the plant or in the company, so those accounts will be getting updated. And revenue, okay, so in company accounts, so in the revenue books, the amount will be getting credited, right? Right. So these are the two GL accounts need to be remembered. Okay. So now thing is, I'm just trying to like, I'll check that later. Okay. So why PJ is not getting credited, like why we are getting dumped inside that, I'll check that later. So before that, we need to remember one more thing here is, so once we complete we have completed the complete cycle now. So we have created like, all the transactions which is existing in this complete cycle. So we understood like, what are the sales document type, item categories and the scheduling categories. There will not be any separate scheduling categories or item categories for the deliveries. This whatever we have in order, okay, here itself, here also it will be copied. Same way in billing document also. In order we have item categories TAN. Same item category will be copied into the delivery TAN, and in billing also you'll have the same item category. Coming to the scheduling category will talk about delivery dates and delivery quantity. So the schedule lines from the order will be converted into delivery document. So there will not be any schedule lines in the delivery and billing documents. So schedule lines are nothing but a delivery documents, like confirmed quantity and confirmed delivery dates. So those dates will be converted into delivery documents. So that is the reason we will not have any separate schedule lines in the deliveries and billing documents. Schedule lines will appear only till order level. So it will not appear in the deliveries and billing documents. Whenever there is a delivery, then only we'll have schedule lines. Otherwise, you will not have any schedule lines. Okay, so this is about the item category and schedule categories in delivery levels. Okay, so one more thing we need to remember here is document flow. As part of sales cycle, we need to understand one more thing is document flow. So document flow can be seen any change mode or any display mode of any document. I'll go to inquiry, I'll go to quotation, I'll go to order, I'll go to delivery, I'll go to billing document, any transaction or any document. Just go to change mode or display mode. For example, I'll go to change mode of order. Order is a document, right? I'll go to change mode of order. So get into any change mode or any display mode of any document. It can be inquiry, it can be quotation, it can be delivery, it can be order, it can be delivery, it can be billing document. Any document or any transaction. Go to change mode or display mode. There is a button here, document display document flow. So click on the document flow. You can see entire flow from subsequent documents as well as preceding documents. For order, like if we have quotation and inquiry, it will display everything. And for order, subsequent documents are so deliveries and billing documents. Everything will be shown in the document flow, right? So I'm just clicking on the so document flow button. System will show you preceding documents as well as subsequent documents. Everything it will show in the document flow. So that will be very useful when you're working for projects, right? They'll users will give you my order is not getting delivered, or my order delivered, but we are not able to do some PGA, or I'm getting some wrong quantity in delivery. So this is my order number. So they'll not give all the documents. They'll give only one document. So once they give the document number, what we'll do is, okay, so we'll get into change mode or display mode. So then we'll check the document flow. So what is the delivery number? What is the inquiry number? What is the quotation number? What is the billing document number? So by document flow, by using document flow, I can get the subsequent or preceding documents both here. Here, so my this is a standalone order. So that is the reason I don't have quotation and inquiry. If I created order with reference to quotation or inquiry, then those two documents also will be appear here as a preceding documents. So here I don't have any preceding documents order. After that I have subsequent document delivery, and we have picking. So once we do the post goods issue, we'll get sub tab here, the post goods issue, and we'll get one more tab, one more line with the billing document, subsequent documents. So we'll get entire flow here from inquiry to billing, all the documents, whatever we have created for the particular order, everything will be displayed here, right? All the preceding documents and subsequent documents. And this document flow can be seen any change mode or display mode of any document. You can go to delivery, you can go to order, you can go to inquiry, quotation, you can go to billing document, change mode or display mode, any mode it will display. Okay, so document flow. Clear? So that is about the document flow. So that one of the important point we need to remember. Now, so moving on to customer material information record. So remember, so yesterday I was talking about the master data, right? So in master data we have customer master data that already we have discussed, customer master data and material master data, material master record, and condition records we already created, condition records, and we have another master data, that is customer material information record, customer material info record, customer material info record. Okay, customer material info record, like yesterday we discussed, right? So it is one of the point, where the material plant will be getting determined. So this is a master data where plant will get determined, right? So here, how to create the customer material information record, that we're going to see now. So what is the importance of customer material information record? First of all, we need to understand that. Okay, so the customer material information record is the maintaining the record for the customer specific name for the material. Okay, so different customer will call the material with the different names. Okay, Safari, I'll call it as a Tata SUV. I don't know, how to call Safari. I'll call it as a Tata SUV segment, right? So Tata SUV I'll call. Or I have Nano, I'll call it as small car. So for me, Tata Safari is equal to SUV, Tata SUV. That means I'll call Safari always is the SUV. So whenever I place the order with the SUV, automatically Safari will be placed. So that record will be maintained as a customer material information record. Customer specific name towards the material will be maintained as a customer material information record. All right. So what I'll do is, okay, so I'll go to logistics, sales and distribution. So master data. Customer specific name towards the material will be called as a customer master data. Sorry, customer material information record. So different customers will have the different names for the material. So whenever they place the order with the specific names, then particular original material will be delivered to the customers. Right. So we are in master data. Go to agreements. Here we have customer material information record. Create. So here I'm going to create the customer material information record. Okay, so now we got into customer material information creation scheme. So the transaction code to create the customer material information record is, okay, so VD51. Okay, VD51 is the transaction code for creation, VD51 for creation, VD52 for change, and VD53 for display. So you can use any of this transaction code. So enter the customer number for which you want to maintain the customer material information. Enter the sales organization distribution channel. Right here. For this customer, I want to maintain the customer specific name for the particular material. Okay, here enter the material number. For Safari, this customer will call as a SUV, Tata SUV. Right. So for Safari, I'm maintaining the price material as customer specific name. Okay, for Safari, the customer specific name is Tata SUV. That means whenever this customer placing the order for Tata SUV, automatically Safari will be determined. Okay, so here this press enter. And for plan determination also, it will be having more priority, right? If you select this line and go to details, okay, if you maintain the plant here, the first preference will be given for the plant which is maintained in the customer material information. So I'll show you where to maintain the plant here also. It's not mandatory, but if you maintain the plant here, so the plant will be copied directly from here. So it will not search for the customer master and material master. So always will first preference for the plant determination is customer material information. That's what we discussed. So here, if you see here, if you maintain the plant here, TG01, that means system will copy the plant directly from here itself. It will not search in the customer master and material master. Okay, so I'm not entering, it's not mandatory. So obviously it will take from customer master when you're getting the order. should be fine. So now I'm going to save this record. Material information record has been saved. So now what I'll do is I'll create the order with the name Tata SUV. Right. So now I'll go to VH01 transaction code. I'll show you how it works. So enter order and other details. So it is taking time. So I'm going to create the order. Okay, so enter the customer number. Let's enter the PO number. Okay, so here instead of entering the original number, original material number, I'll enter my own specific name. Okay, so that is Tata SUV. Okay, so enter the quantity. Enter the quantity. Enter the quantity. So automatically original material will be determined. I'm trying to create another order. So automatically it will take the original material. So that's what I want to show. So it is still like showing. That's fine. Yeah. So if you see here, so file is coming automatically, right? So I'll show you once again. If I enter the customer material name, so automatically it will take the original material here.
So Venkat, if the customer makes spelling mistakes, instead of Tata SUV something will enter.
No, it will not determine. So whatever the record which you have maintained, so exactly same name we need to give. So even the space, right? So Tata, in between Tata and SUV, if you don't give space also, system will not take. The same name we need to give here. If I enter say different name, system will not find out the name exactly. Whatever the record we have maintained, see, it was not possible to determine the material number because we don't have the record, right? So it is not getting it. All right. Okay, so this is about the customer metal information record. So now we understood the complete cycle, like we understood like inquiry, quotation, order, delivery, then billing document, which I showed you. Then we understood about the document flow, how to check the document flow, like entire flow from inquiry to billing. Okay, so then we saw like customer metal information record, how to create the customer metal information record, and we tested it also, like how it is working. So when I'm placing the order for material, when I enter the customer material number, how it is getting determined the original name of the material, right? That also we saw, right? So with this like complete transactions we executed like from end to end, from inquiry to billing. Okay, so from like next session onwards, we'll see like configuration settings, how the system will understand whether it is inquiry, quotation, or order, how the system will understand whether the material is relevant for pricing or not, how the system is determining these dates, how these dates are coming, different dates are coming, right? Okay, so how the system will read the purchase order number, what is purchase order date? Okay, so item level, how the delivery dates are coming, delivery schedule lines are coming, how the schedule lines are generating. Okay, so those settings we'll see the controlling elements of sales document types as well as item categories as well as schedule line categories, that we'll see from next session onwards. But so before you're coming for the next session, right? So like whatever we have discussed till now, like enterprise structure, customer master, metal master, then so we have condition records as well as customer metal information record, everything just try to practice even end-to-end cycle from inquiry to billing, try to execute once at least. So during these 5 days, right? So try to execute end-to-end cycle from next 5 days, like then you'll understand the next sessions. Like when you're discussing about the sales document structures, it's very important. As a consultant, we should know about how the sales document structure will work, right? What is the sales document header and item and schedule lines, which we'll be discussing in detail. But before we discuss that, we should understand this sales cycle, entire cycle we need to understand. Okay, so we'll catch up next session, next Saturday. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. Meanwhile, I'll try to resolve that technical error, whatever we are getting in PGI, right? So I'll try to resolve that. Fine. Okay then. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sudhakar.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Andy. Bye.
Thanks, Sudhakar garu.
Bye.